your CBS 47 pinpoint weather forecast.
Good morning, everybody. We have had beautiful weather recently and a gorgeous day up at Sequoia National Park yesterday with those blue skies in the background. This is the look at the Mineral King area up around 9,500 feet. Beautiful blue skies and temperatures have been well above average. But if you're headed up to the mountains over the next couple of days, a heads up. There's a very cold storm system on its way, so we're going to see snow in that part later in the week. Shaver Lake looking good from Sierra Marina. The webcam there, you can see blue skies as well. It's been beautiful in the mountains in the mid-70s even there. Average temperature this time of year is 70 degrees. Yesterday topped out at 82, just as we were expecting, and today's record is 87 degrees. We're going to get close to that. I don't think we'll tie it or break the record, should say just under, but in the mid-80s. We were really warm for this time of year, now short nearly 3/4 of an inch in terms of rainfall. So near record heat, but a big change coming. Thursday night into Friday, that cold front will roll through. Temperatures are going to be below average by about as many degrees as we're above average right now. So we're going to drop to about 10 to 15 degrees below average as that system moves through. For now, though, high pressure in place, keeping these clouds away from us, so our air is kind of trapped here, keeping us nice and warm. Then that storm system will move through a little bit later on. Right now in Madera, we're at 51 degrees as we take a look along Highway 41 there. Still very dark and early, but again, our sunrise time is an hour earlier now, so we will see that in pretty soon here. In about an hour, we'll start to see some sun behind those mountains. So our temperatures today, even warmer than yesterday, 84 to 85 across most of the valley today. 84 Kerman, Madera, Hanford, Lemoore, and Corcoran. 88 over in Coalinga. 85 Merced, Las Vegas, and Fresno. 83 Visalia and Porterville today. Foothills today, you're also in those low to mid 80s, so pretty similar to the valley floor. 84 to 85 there from Mariposa down to Three Rivers. And for the mountains today, still in the low to mid 70s up around the lakes, Huntington, Shaver, Hume Lakes, but for the national parks, some upper 70s to low 80s in the valleys there. Our air quality today is still in the moderate range across the valley floor. Your Buzz pollen count is still low for pollen, but mold has jumped up into the moderate range, a 5 count there. Oak is also in the air. And our overnight lows, we'll see temperatures in the mid 40s to low 50s. We've seen a little bit of limited fog this morning. Could see that again tomorrow. Nothing too widespread. Upper 40s to low 50s in the foothills overnight, and 40s and 30s for the mountains. So our 7-day forecast wraps up like this, from the mid 80s today to the mid 50s by Friday. A 30-degree drop, best chance of showers Thursday night into Friday. Still cool for the weekend, but will warm up, hitting 64 degrees by Veterans Day. Could see some patchy frost though Sunday morning. For the mountains, mid 70s today to the mid 30s, a 40-degree drop there. Best chance of showers as snow comes Friday. Looks like snow level will start out around 7,500 feet. Now let's check out our CBS 47 pinpoint traffic report presented by Bank of the West. And so far, so good this morning. Checking out the city of Fresno, green on our freeways, indicating no major delays. Yellow, some minor slowing there. Headed down the 99 into the Selma area here. The one thing this morning, that one's going to be at Nebraska and DeWolf. Watch out for something in the roadway there. Zara, back to you.
Thanks, Jenny. Financial news now in this morning's Money Watch, sponsored by Security First Bank. Here's Alexis Christoforous.
Some Wall Street analysts say the economy will improve over the next 4 years, no matter who wins the presidential election. They say consumers are spending more, home prices are rising, and banks are beginning to lend more freely to businesses and consumers. Some economists predict economic growth of 2% next year before doubling to about 4% in both 2014 and 15. They say the next president's biggest economic challenge will be reducing the $1.1 trillion deficit. On Wall Street, traders remained cautious ahead of the election. The Dow rose 19 points. The Nasdaq added 17. If you bought shares of Priceline.com immediately following the last presidential election 4 years ago, you made a hefty profit. The travel deal website is the best performing stock in the S&P 500 over the past 4 years, up more than 1,000%. Apple is reportedly considering replacing Intel chips in its Mac personal computers with a chip it uses in its iPhones and iPads. Apple began using Intel chips for Macs in 2005, but believes its own chip technology would work just as well. And bankrupt Hostess could soon be hit with a workers' strike. Last week, a judge authorized a strike by the Bakers Union, the second largest union at Hostess. Workers are angry over cuts in wages and benefits. That's your Money Watch. For more, go to CBSMoneyWatch.com. In New York, I'm Alexis Christoforous.
5:14 still to come. Crooks trying to use Facebook to rip off a hockey team. We have local headlines just ahead. But first, will the money really go toward our schools? We'll break down some of the propositions and the other key issues in Campaign 2012 next.